This is really good Shaquille O'Neal music,
Don't
right?
forget your pictures.
Oh, I got my pictures, baby. Check this out. Shaquille. I'm telling you, reason I picked like a picture like this, people forget how athletic he was because most people only remember him for, you know, his later career.
After he blew up.
God, man, but back when he was with the Magic and then even the early time with the Lakers, like that, he was just a freak.
I was scared of him when they were showing highlights of him from LSU.
So he was
just dominating people.
He was born on March 6th, 1972. Do you remember remember when G.I. Joe's was a thing? Not the toy, but the store?
The store, yeah.
And
they had a Ticketmaster there.
That was one of the reasons we would always go. That's where I bought the tickets for the Hard Knock Life tour. They had his Reebok shoes, and the one on display, it was always his size. Shoes. Yeah. And my head fit in it. Thing was huge, man. Huge. So here's some things that you might not know about Shaquille O'Neal. He almost became a U.S. Marshal. In 2005, Shaq was sworn in as a reserve officer with the Miami Beach Police Department. Actually, I lived down there while he got that. He has also been a reserve sheriff's deputy in Los Angeles and in Florida and in Georgia. He even completed training at the FBI Academy and once said that if he hadn't become a basketball player, he would have pursued a career in law enforcement. I'm assuming the only thing he couldn't. I'm assuming the only thing he couldn't do is be undercover.
That woman looks like a kid.
Did I save the one picture that I really wanted with him?
I think
his hand looks like it could just crush the Bible. He could just go.
So there was an old meme. I wasn't able to find a high resolution of it though. But it was a picture of like him and his girlfriend, and she barely comes up to his waist. And then somebody drew on the picture like they estimated the size of his
Johnson.
You know, yeah,
his Shaq,
the size of his O'Neal,
of his Penny Hardaway.
And then it showed, and then it compared that
little Penny.
And then it compared that to her, and like it put the size on her stomach, and it was like it would have come up to here.
Well, let's be honest. What if it was found out that my man was only packing a little pickle?
Define little for him, or are you talking like
everyone's expecting that thing to hang down to his ankles, right? But what if that thing was like?
I don't think you're expecting it to hang down to his ankles. I'm just thinking that when you're 7'1", you're
the kneecaps.
Yeah, you're built like a forearm.
So what if it's just like maybe to like his mid thigh?
That's still like that.
That's still huge, though.
Okay, so go.
Wait, hold on. You think mid thigh is a little?
I'm just averaging it out
Frank,
to myself.
Okay, so I'm looking at where my thigh is right now.
Sorry,
that's little compared to me.
Jesus, okay.
Wasn't this in Miami? Huh?
Does yours touch your knee?
I'm gonna plead the fifth. This conversation.
Well, you're like
we're talking about
mid thigh, dude. Okay, a thigh is like that long.
Yeah.
Half of it's still that. I love how we're supposed to be talking about Shaquille right now. We fell down this.
Well, we are on some level. Really? We actually are.
You're like, what if he's got a little pickle and it only hangs down like halfway down his thigh? How long's your thigh?
Look how big his thigh is on that picture.
Moving on. Moving on. By the way, if your Johnson hangs down mid thigh, comment below.
You're gonna get 1,000 comments and everybody going me,
like,
me, and then one guy going not me, but wish it was.
Yeah. Or all these women who are like, God, I hope not. All right, Shaq owns a lot of businesses. He's a major franchise owner with investments in restaurants, gyms, and car washes. At one point, he apparently owned over 150 Five Guys burgers and fries locations, making up 10% of the company's franchises. He also owns Big Chicken.
Big Chicken.
That's what this picture is. A restaurant chain that he founded and has investments in Papa John's, Krispy Kreme, and even a few nightclubs.
Very smart. Because how many NBA players, former NBA players, do you know that went broke?
Well, I mean, he is very smart. He has a doctorate. In 2012, Shaq earned a doctorate in education from Barry University in Miami. Apparently, that's a real school. His
See, Miami.
His there you go. And he locked a bunch of kids in the school, like lean on me. His dissertation
down to his knee.
His dissertation focused on the value of humor in leadership and business. Despite his playful personality, he took his studies seriously and was often seen attending classes in person.
Now, is Barry University still around, or is that one of those that went under?
Let's look it up. Barry University. It's in Miami, Florida. Yeah, apparently it's not that easy to get into. Only 60% acceptance rate. It's been around since 1940.
Wow.
All right. What's their
Do they have
mascot?
a football team?
You can get into UTEP easier than that. UTEP's acceptance is like 99%. Also, did you know that he released a platinum rap album?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Platinum, by the way.
Boom, sure, shake the room.
That was Fresh Prince and DJ
Was
Jazzy
it?
Jeff. Yeah.
All right. That's my extent of Shaq's.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
DJ
his
Quick
Boom Shakalaka.
Produced a track on there, I think.
With Foo Schnickens.
Was Boom
DJ
Shakalaka?
Quick,
Was that Shaq?
Yeah, Pooh Schnickens. He had one
Shaq
with Peter Gunn.
Well, he dabbled in music. He released 4 rap albums in the 90s. His debut album, Shaq Diesel, which came out in 1993, went platinum, making him one of the few athletes to have a commercially successful music career. He even ended up collaborating later on with the Notorious B.I.G. and Jay-Z.
Was that the Deion Sanders effect? Because Deion was putting rap albums out?
No, I think.
I think there was always a time where a lot of athletes were doing that.
It was just the hip hop effect.
Hip hop. Charlie's in the chat. Charlie showed up just for us to talk about Shaquille O'Neal's penis. Finally, he was one of the. He was once the highest-paid rookie in NBA history. When he was drafted number 1 overall in 1992 by the Orlando Magic, he signed a 7-year, $40 million contract, making him the highest-paid rookie in NBA history. Now, by comparison, Steph Curry's current contract pays him $55 million for just this season. Inflation. His impact was immediate. He won the Rookie of the Year, broke backboards, and became one of the league's most dominant players within months. And I remember, because this was... Remember the teams that were always the big thing back in the day, but then, like, you could say the Bulls, but the Bulls won championships. Like, the Magic were one of those teams. The Charlotte Hornets were one of those teams. The Knicks were never one of those teams. I don't know what Frank's talking
Knicks
about.
were one of those teams.
They were
the
not.
Rockets were one of those teams.
No.
The Pacers were one of those teams.
No, I'm talking about, like, pop culture teams that were a phenomenon for people who maybe didn't even follow basketball. And a bonus fact, he is a generous philanthropist. As you can see here at a Make-A-Wish Foundation with a sick child, Shaq is known for random acts of kindness. Often,
I got a funny story for you.
does it involve Miami?
No, but it involves Kevin Hart.
All right, hold on. Shaq is known for random acts of kindness, often paying for strangers' meals, buying kids' shoes, and helping struggling families. He once bought a man an engagement ring on the spot after overhearing him in a jewelry store. And his philosophy is, I just like making people smile. Man, when he was a Laker, I hated watching that guy because I'm a Blazer fan.
No kidding.
But I'm a big fan of Shaq's now. So,
He's a
all
great
right,
guy.
tell us your story about this small child that's in this Make-A-Wish Foundation picture.
Did you see Jameis Winston being a correspondent for NFL Fox for the Super Bowl this past week?
I mean, I kind of saw passively. I never actually heard.
If you get a chance, go find the clips. They're online. They're actually pretty funny. Well, him and Bert Kreischer, is it Kreischer, the fat comedian that always takes his shirt off? Kreischer.
Jesus.
Is that they had them sitting in the crowd watching a Super Bowl together, and Bert brings up knowing Kevin Hart and asks if Winston has ever met Kevin Hart. And he's like, yeah, I did. Back in, I think it was either 2013 or 14, Hart had a show here in Tallahassee at the Civic Center, and went to the football team was there, and he really crapped on Winston at this event in front of the other players. And like a day later, he shows up into the locker room, and is still kind of like just making shade, making jokes at Winston. And Winston, he's like, man, I waited until his security guards left. And then when they left, I grabbed his little ass and I threw him on the ground. He says, don't you say that crap in front of my teammates. What the hell you did? Just like basically roughed Kevin Hart up.
Jesus.
And he goes, yeah, so I don't think Kevin Hart and I are going to be good anymore.
They are not buddy, huh? All right, I got a quick quiz for you here on Shaq. All right. Can you guys name the teams that he played for?
He played for the Celtics, the Magic, the Lakers, the Kings.
Hold on. Jesus Christ. No, you just went rogue there. You're listening to just random fucking things.
The Suns.
The Mavericks.
Going in order. 1992
Orlando,
to 96.
LA.
Okay, Orlando, LA.
Can't remember what
Celtics.
it is after that.
No. it wasn't
Miami?
Celtics. Yeah, it was Miami.
No, it was Miami. Yeah, it was Miami. Then the Celtics.
Nope.
Then
Oh,
Phoenix.
Phoenix. The
Yep.
big cactus.
Yep.
Then Boston.
Nope.
Dallas.
There was another team before
Nope.
that.
Never played for Dallas.
Pacers.
Nope.
He just-
Bucks.
You guys are forgetting that he went to go play with LeBron.
He did?
Oh, in the
went
Cavs.
He
to the
played for the
Cavs?
2009 to 2010.
Yeah, I
And
forgot
then
about
he
that.
wrapped up his career in Boston 2010, 2011.
There's the big leprechaun, is what he called himself, I think.
That was the big leprechaun year, yeah.